Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a different video, and I'm not asking you to completely go according to what I have to say. No, hopefully at the end of this video, you are going to be motivated to just do a bit more research on this subject, meaning XRP potentially being on sovereign wealth fund, which is going to be ultimately extremely bullish. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones, and let's just get something out of the way. I do not believe that we are going to have, for example, a XRP strategic reserve. That is, in my opinion, not only pure speculation, but pure wishful thinking. So I'm not here to sell you some false hopes and get maybe thousands of views. I do not care about that. However, in my opinion, there is a chance that XRP might actually end up being in sovereign wealth fund, and here is how. Let's just go through the timeline and see what happened at the beginning. Couple of months ago, before the election, Brad Garlinghouse completely supported Donald Trump and donated quite a bit of money to his campaign. Now, this paid off big time and Donald Trump got elected. After that, Brad Garlinghouse had this interview on 60 Minutes and he said,
"We haven't been asking to be deregulated. We've been asking to be regulated. So we have been saying, hey, look, just give us clear rules of the road."
And to give you a quick perspective of why this matters quite a bit, listen to this.
Trump's cabinet picks have had very positive things to say about crypto. Here's what his choice for Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, told Fox Business News.
Crypto is about freedom, and the crypto economy is here to stay.
Okay, so it seems like that Donald Trump's administration is definitely pro-crypto, and that's why Brad Garlinghouse completely supported Donald Trump. Now, if you have any doubts about the friendship between Brad Garlinghouse and Donald Trump, well, I think you just need to take a look at this picture. This happened after the election, which Brad Garlinghouse had a dinner with President Donald Trump. And do you honestly believe that he posted this picture for nothing? I find that a bit hard to believe. And that's why back in the day, I told you, I believe Ripple is going to benefit massively from this pro-crypto administration. Also, back in December, I said, look, this administration is not going to support crypto unless something is in it for them. That's why I argued 2025 is going to be the year of blockchain and not the year of Bitcoin. And I said, if you want to be a bit more specific, odds are that 2025 is going to be the year of stablecoins. And here is something very interesting for you. On December of 2024, specifically on December 17th, Ripple actually launched its own stablecoin RLUSD. Do you think that this is completely unrelated to this pro-crypto administration? I find that a bit hard to believe. Anyway, moving on. At the beginning of February, we had this article coming out from New York Post, and as you can see, they said Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple Labs, is expected to nab a spot on the crypto council. This is very important. So it seems like that Ripple is slowly but surely climbing the ladder of benefiting from this administration. Also, if you have watched my previous XRP videos, I said that according to this article and some others, it seems like that Ripple is trying to wrap up the case with SEC, which is going to be, again, one more step towards the right direction. Now, from here moving forward, the story gets a bit interesting because in about 2 weeks ago, we had David Sachs saying this.
David, recast for us, if you will, the value of Bitcoin specifically, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology in general. As we're now in the Trump administration era, we're in the back half of the 2020s. Back 5 years ago plus, there was talks about using it as a means of buying things. Now it's more about the store of value and the way perhaps hedge against inflation in various currencies. What do you see as the real value and the reason why the United States government should be paying so much attention to it?
Well, I think there's a few different aspects here when you're talking about digital aspects. So first of all, you got Bitcoin. It was the first digital currency, and it's the original. It's the strongest one. In the parlance of the industry, it's the most lindy, meaning it's been around for over a dozen years now. No one's ever hacked it. No one's ever cracked the security around it. And so it is an excellent store of value. So that would be point number one. Bitcoin is run on, as you know, a blockchain. It's basically a distributed ledger, which is essentially a form of decentralized computing. And that platform can be used to create a lot of other types of products. And so that would be sort of technology area number two, is all the innovation that can be built on top of blockchains. And then I would say a third area that's very interesting is stablecoins. And this is an area that has already taken off, but mostly offshore. We want to bring that innovation onshore. We want to enable legislation to allow the issuance of stablecoins in the United States. And I think the power of stablecoins is that it could extend the dollar's dominance internationally, extend it online, digitally, and create potentially trillions of dollars of new demand for our U.S. treasuries, which could help support our debt and bring down long-term interest rates. So I think these are all three very exciting areas of digital assets.
Okay, did you hear that? Stablecoins are going to help United States to expand the dollar dominance across the whole world. And what did I said earlier, couple of months ago? I said, look, this administration is not going to be pro-crypto unless there is something in it for them. And it seems like that they are very, very interested in stablecoins. So let's have a quick conclusion so far. Couple of months ago, Brad Garlinghouse completely endorsed Donald Trump. Donald Trump got elected. At the same time, Ripple launched its own stablecoin, RLUSD, and then Brad Garlinghouse had a dinner with President Trump and shared a picture on Twitter. And after that, at the beginning of February, there was an article published by New York Post saying that probably Brad Garlinghouse is going to have a seat at the Crypto Council. And now we are seeing David Sachs talking about specifically stablecoins and how great can they be for expanding dollar dominance. Now, this is the last piece of my puzzle. In about, I think it was like 16 days ago, Donald Trump signed an executive order to create a sovereign wealth fund. Now, the left person in here is Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, and I'm going to talk about him in another video. And the right person in here is Howard Lutnick. Now, listen to what he has to say about sovereign wealth fund.
The extraordinary size and scale of the U.S. government and the business it does with companies should create value for American citizens. If we are going to buy 2 billion COVID vaccines, maybe we should have some warrants and some equity in these companies and have that grow for the help of the American people. So I bring all these things together. I think Scott and I will create an amazing sovereign wealth fund for you, sir.
Okay, this is very, very interesting. Now, I'm not going to comment on just how much corruption this is going to create. That's a topic for another video and potentially another channel because my focus is mainly on crypto market. But what Howard Lutnick basically said is this. Let's say the US government wants to work with a specific company. Before we make the announcement, basically we are going to buy the stock of that company, and when we make the announcement, basically the stock is going to go up and we are going to make quite a bit of money. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, I know a lot of you right now are going to say United States cannot have a sovereign wealth fund because it doesn't have a surplus. I fully agree with you. This is basically a sovereign hedge fund, but that is not the point. The point is that they are planning to buy a piece of each company that they are working with, and then they are going to make the announcement, which will cause the stock to go up. Now, earlier in the video, I told you it seems like that this administration is very, very interested on having a stablecoin. Now, here's a very important point. Remember this, probably Brad Garlinghouse is going to be on the Crypto Council. So if US government wants to have a stablecoin, do you think it's possible to have that stablecoin on, XRP ledger? And if the government wants to work with XRP and make quite a bit of money and basically, like David Sachs says, expand the dollar dominance across the whole world, here's a question. Shouldn't they own quite a bit of XRP and put the tokens on, sovereign wealth fund? This is at the moment what I'm having in my mind, and I'm not saying I am 100% right. No, I'm making this video to get you a bit interested about this subject, and hopefully it is going to motivate you to just do a bit more digging and research and come up with your own conclusion. I'm not here to tell you XRP is going to go to the moon. This is going to 100% happen, and we are basically going to replace the Swift network. No, I'm just here to show you the pieces of the puzzle and get you to just think about this stuff. And if you want my personal opinion, I do actually think there is a good chance that we are going to have XRP on sovereign wealth fund. Are we going to have, for example, a XRP strategic reserve? I really have my doubts about that, and I find that very, very hard to believe. But again, this doesn't mean that XRP is not going to benefit from this pro-crypto administration massively. So again, do your own research, come up with your own conclusion, and if you think something else is happening in here, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section. And I hope I explained that well and you understood what is happening in here, and hopefully you're gonna be ahead of the game a bit. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.